This is going to be a fun episode to watch if you want to see somebody get angry, if you want to hear some yelling, because I'm pissed at Survivor 47 tonight. So yes, there's many reasons why I'm upset. Some might call it salty because one of my my winner pick and one of the people I'm cheering for, Asia, went home tonight. Not as much. I put her on my bottom three of the totem pole last week. I felt it coming. Once Rome got that idol was safe for it, I felt like the power dynamics were going to shift. No, I'm upset for different reasons. And I'm going to break them down here. But first, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's subscribing. Anybody who's seeing this that is also pissed like me, say in the comments if you're mad. Tell me if you hated this episode down below, because I will like and I will agree with you. I hated this episode as well. And why did I hate this episode? Simply put, why did we have this journey? I have so many issues with the new era sometimes, and tonight was like all of it in one. 6-person tribes. So small, there's really no maneuvering room at all. So you might say, oh, that makes it tougher, that makes it scarier. What it means is if somebody has a little bit, an ounce of power you can't control, you have to go with them. And that's what we saw happen with Teeny tonight and Keyshawn. Because between Rome's idol and then the stupid goddamn journey, which they pick 3 random people to go put their hand in the bag, force them to put their hand in the bag, and they either lose their vote or get an advantage, or if they get to lose your vote, they can choose to do it again and lose it for a second tribal council, or get the advantage. And it's like, it's not fun TV. It's not fun gameplay. All you did now was give somebody like Rome a free path to the, merge. Because he played his idol tonight, and now he has a steal a vote, that all he had to do was put his hand in the bag and be like, huh, I got an extra advantage. This is amazing! And he's just can steal a vote next round and make sure him and Genevieve have the majority. So at worst, going in the 4, it's 2v2. And who knows, if he finds an idol again, guess what? He's probably going to be safe with Genevieve. And it's just like, I'm just so tired of the stupid new era stuff like this. And like Rome is such an unlikable villainy character. Fine, love him on the show. Love him on the show. He's somebody I'll root against. No problem at all. Don't give Rome hate in real life. He's probably a wonderful human being in real life. He deserves kind of enjoyment, but on the show, he's an arrogant, toxic piece of poo that I generally think Teeny and Keyshawn are like, you know what? There's no way Rome's ever going to win this game if he makes the end. So like, let's drag him. This early into the game before your first tribal council, this guy is undraggable. Like, this guy is basically, like, the only person who could ever drag Rome to the finals is Boston Rob, because that's what Boston Rob did in his season that he won on Redemption Island. That is Rome. You have to be a Boston Rob level person and controlling a whole tribe to allow you to drag a Rome or a Philip to the end. And in this new era, in this tribe system where it's only 6 people, you ain't gonna drag a Rome to the end with this tribe like Boston Rob did with Philip. And the fact that when Red lost the tribe, love the challenge, by the way. The classic Survivor challenge. I call it the Sari challenge because when she had a great moment in Game Changers, and she got past the balance beam and it was this nice, great moment. You have just this like a really annoying setting of like Teeny and Keyshawn not realizing they're basically agreeing to go with people who have more power than them, who will, if your tribe does keep losing, you're going to be screwed down the line if this does happen. And you have, the easy idea of like, well, Rome has an idol, he has to play it, he could play it on himself or he could play it on Genevieve. There's really no guarantee, so we got to take the safe approach and vote out Soul. Like, as if Soul, Asia, Teeny, and Keyshawn all can't put their heads together and be like, what if 2 of us split the vote on Rome, the other 2 put it on Genevieve? Obviously, if Rome uses his steal a vote, you can shift things and that's what happens. But if he doesn't use a steal a vote, guess what? It's a tie vote, and one of those 2 have to go home, and whoever Rome doesn't play his idol on goes home. I don't know if that was mentioned there. We'll have to see in the exit press with Asia if that was mentioned. But, like, such an easy, obvious play for a group that has so much power that none of your real allies do. It's just, like, could they not see it? Are they not smart like that? Again, the steal a vote, for no reason adding it in this episode in this time, adds a whole separate dynamic that we just didn't need. It's just one of those things that, like, why are we doing this? Why can't we get tribe swaps? Why can't we just go back to 2 tribes, sometimes of 8 or 9, where there's more voting dynamics that is so much more clear cut than just, 6 people, and whoever has kind of the power shift gets the vote outs. I just did not like that. I did not like the advantage. I did not like the way it was done. I did not like that Kyle had to lose his vote, who was a clear target on Blue Tribe. I did not like that Annika lost her vote, who was a clear target on Yellow Tribe. Because that's going to have ramifications for these next few vote outs too, once Blue and Yellow go to Tribal again, if they go to Tribal again. It's just one of those things that it's just like, I'm annoyed as hell at production. No need for this type of twist. Not even forcing them to eventually lose their vote. They're forced to risk this just by going on this quote-unquote journey that doesn't really add any real enjoyment for me on the television. I absolutely hate it. Somebody needs to hit Jeff Probst in production on the head and be like, get back to what worked for 40 fucking years. Stop with these stupid twists and feeling the need to go on these journeys. Go back to basic Survivor. Ugh. As far as other parts of the episode, Kyle also fucked up this episode. When Gabe kind of extended the olive branch about Tiana, instead of going and being on Gabe's side, he tries to, position himself that we need Gabe out. This is something that, like, once Sue and company takes back to Gabe, Gabe's gonna be like, you know what? I was down to keep Kyle, but if he's putting my name out there, fine, you're screwed. Annika and Sam Beef, so fun to watch. Andy twirling his hair in the background, great television. The beginning of this episode was actually pretty enjoyable, pretty fun, and I like the tribe dynamics. It's very clear. Andy doing a good job, saying he'd give a shot in the dark to his one tribe member, Sierra, as a good way to build trust. Working great. I think it's pretty clear Annika is the next boot on that tribe. And yeah, that just takes me to my bottom 3s. So the bottom 3 on all the tribes. I think we have Annika on Yellow Tribe. She's kind of been bossy. She doesn't have a vote. It definitely seems like Sam and Sierra and Andy are going to be kind of a 3. Then you have Kyle on Blue Tribe. Like I just said, kind of threw Gabe under the bus for no reason. And he has a whole issue going up. And then you have, on the Red Tribe, I still think there's a chance that Rome is at the bottom. Because Rome's ego is like, and then I'm like almost to my ceiling, and he's at the ceiling of my like multiple story apartment. And I can't help but think now that he doesn't have an idol, that his ego's going to have him keep his steal a vote, and it could be Soul, Teeny, and Keyshawn voting him out. Soul is also potentially at risk, maybe, but I hope not. Soul's been my favorite from episode 1. His reads tonight were great on Keyshawn, were great on like Rome the whole way. Rome is such an arrogant person that like you can't see him as somebody you're gonna take to the end. Just a bad play if that's what Teeny and Keyshawn are thinking. Even if you think he'll be loyal, he's just so aggressive and loud that people are going to want to attack him, and guess what? You're also allied with him, so if they're going to attack him, that can blow back on you as well. My top 3, still going to be Sierra, still going to be Sam, and who else am I going to say here? I'm going to throw Caroline in the mix. I think Caroline's in a good position on Blue Tribe, kind of being between all the mess here. I think they're my 3 frontrunners at the moment, but this episode was just annoying. It pissed me off. I hate the stupid journey reward thing that did nothing besides just force people to lose their votes or risk their votes for no reason, and gave a supremely overpowered advantage in the pre-merge stage in the game. And I'm just like, I hate it. Hate it. Give us an actual reward challenge. Just saying. Tell me if you agree with the thoughts below, and I'll see you next week on Island Analysis here. And check out my live streams for Big Brother, for Survivor, for Steelers, movie reviews for The Joker coming up here. I just had to vent because that episode legit pissed me off. I'm like Liz. I'm pissed. Bye.